It's a very long-winded question. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to
Yeah,
word.
I can share some of. So I went into the juvenile system first.
Okay.
So when you go into the juvenile system, they have a high school set up for you. So you're going to attend juvenile hall high school. And your incentive is you want to be out of your cell. So you're going to go to school. Everybody in juvenile hall goes to school and loves it because you don't want to be in your cell. And in juvenile hall, you don't have television, radios like you have in prison. So I had a huge incentive to become education. I went in, to become educated. I went in with a third grade education level. So from third grade on in the community, I didn't do any schoolwork. And the only thing I did was either get in fights or steal and get kicked out of school. So now to be incarcerated at the age of 15, and I was addicted to drugs from 12 to 15. So to have like this stunted development in education and then all of a sudden get into it, I was able to earn my high school diploma in juvenile hall. And for me, it wasn't because it's juvenile hall versus prison, you're automatically going to school in juvenile hall. But I wanted to go to college. I wanted more. So my reward for graduating was I was transferred to the adult system. As soon as I turned 18 and earned my high school diploma, I had to go to the adult county jail, which education all of a sudden became the lowest of priorities. And it was really dangerous there. And I progressed on to prison a year after that because I was eventually convicted. But my first prison was our highest security level in California. Outside of your security housing units, you have level 4 180 yards, which is the prison parole yard, basically, when you get in trouble in prison. I was really young. I was 19. I didn't do anything to earn my way there, but we were in a state of extreme overcrowding at that time back in 2008. So they said that's why I was sent there. So I attempted to get into college. That's what I wanted to do. My facility, I didn't even know this because I'm so new to prison, but it's literally the worst prison yard you can go to. There's no day room program that's written into their policy is if you don't get a 115 within 3 months, you can leave. So you're technically on a punishment yard.
Punishment yard. Yeah.
Anytime you come out the cell, you have 2 gunners lined up on both windows, ready to shoot somebody who pulls out a knife because that's your threat level. Like people were stabbing officers. So I wanted to go to college in this environment, and my only option was correspondence courses. So my first chance reaching out to enroll in college, I did it through correspondence to Coastline. But when my books arrived to R&R, the correctional officers rejected them. And this was known as not encouraging education. So they weren't excited. Yeah, they banned a number of books that you can get to educate yourself. But also when you enroll in college, you get a chrono that says you're allowed to have these books. I attained that chrono as well. But that's an excuse that your correctional officers can use to deny you access to education. They said you don't have a chrono, so your books were rejected. Those books cost over $200. So now I'm supposed to reorder those books after you send them back after my semester already started. And this wasn't the only institution that did that to me. It took me over a year to earn my way out of that prison, and I went to Lancaster, another level 4. Same thing happened. I took a Spanish class, correspondence. I was supposed to get CDs. You can only have 10 CDs, but for college, you get approval to get extra. So I was getting Spanish CDs, but they rejected them, sent them back, said I don't have a chrono. I did have a chrono. Same thing. So
the heck?
After my negative experiences with trying to get educated while I was level 4, I just completely quit. I told myself, if I'm going to continue to fail in college because I can't even get my textbooks, then I'm just going to focus on working and going through prison. It wasn't until I eventually became level 2 and Southwestern College arrived with a face-to-face program in San Diego's local prison on ER that I was able to attend college. Because this was the first time that Patrice and Raquel, they were able to bring, like, face-to-face college existed, but it's relatively newer because for a while they were only doing correspondence. But some prisons started letting face-to-face in around 2014, 2015. So Southwestern College at Donovan on ER, which was a new facility, opened in December 2016. They came in for the summer of 2017. I was able to get enrolled and get into a sociology class. And that's life-changing because up until that point, the correctional officers and the policy was to discourage my higher education. But now that Southwestern College was there, they kind of rescued me and saved me. Because without that college platform to parole to eventually and be motivated to be engaged in, there would have been no support. I don't even want to say a little bit. There may have been a minor support, but college is what saved me out here and what saves a lot of people. So I'm a huge advocate that. And you see Patrice working on it now, and Raquel working on it now. It's called the prison to school pipeline. To me, it's a newer term. I'm not as familiar with it. I don't know if for everybody it is, but I'm hearing it more often. It's being developed. And what's so important about that is that your correctional officers get millions of dollars to promote harm towards you and your volunteers don't get this millions of dollars in funding, but they come and have the biggest impact. So you have volunteers that come in and get paid very little, but they're the ones that are going to support you in your transition.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I think not only should correctional officers be required to have a 2-year education, at least in college, but they should also, since they're getting so much money, be responsible sort of for your transition as well. So while you're in institution, they should engage with you, play games with you, and when you get out, they should be there to support you and help you find housing. The same way your volunteers do. If they're not going to provide that service, they shouldn't be paid as much, at least in my opinion. So when I'm able to eventually speak with legislators, that's the stance I'm going to take in the education I can deliver to them. What helps us and what doesn't. And what has helped me and what helps my peers is where
people like
Southwestern College. Yeah, she literally came into the prison and she gets this legendary hero status because when she comes onto the yard,
dang, VIP.
Like, I'm literally serving life in prison and you don't have many things to motivate you, but Southwestern College is one of those things. So when their staff come in, when the professors come in, you have future all of a sudden in front of you. And I'm talking about some men have life without parole, which means that their hopes rest upon hopes to come home one day. And what Southwestern College does is it gives them something to hang on to. So when it comes time to petition the governor or any other avenue that you're going to seek to remove your life without parole and come home one day, your college foundation gives you that. So higher education in prisons, to me, is one of the main answers. It's, to me, it's a holy grail answer, but definitely when you continue into the community, you need that. And I needed that. That's my saving grace out here.
Yeah, that's like literally Raquel has VIP status when it comes to the prisons and all that. Like I can see the smiles on Laura and Shawn's face up there. They're like, heck yeah, she's the reason why I feel great about being alive and being here. And I think that's really beautiful.
And can I add one thing to what Shawn's saying? Because I definitely echo everything that he just said, but on like the economic side of it, we know that for every dollar that is spent on correctional higher education saves taxpayers $4 to $5. So I'm not